Have you ever wondered why some women walk into any room and instantly own it? Why they seem to radiate an energy that demands respect and admiration without even trying? What if I told you that the secret isn't about perfection or appearance, but about something much deeper, something you already possess? The truth is, unstoppable confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you create from within. And it's not just for a select few, it's for you right now. Are you ready to tap into that power? To claim your confidence and live unapologetically in your truth? Let's uncover the 12 secrets of women who live with unstoppable confidence, and along the way, I'll share not just the mindset shifts, but the powerful tools rooted in philosophy, psychology, and even quantum physics that help you create the life you desire. Secret 1: owning your power. The first step to confidence. I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself standing tall in front of a mirror, fully embracing the woman you are in this moment. No more shrinking, no more holding back. You are enough, just as you are. Owning your power is the first step to true confidence. And yet, so many women have spent years questioning their worth, seeking validation from others, believing that confidence is something they need to chase. But here's the truth: confidence begins the moment you decide to own your power. When you step into your full potential, you stop waiting for permission. You stop apologizing for being who you are. You stop hiding parts of yourself, believing they aren't good enough. Instead, you embrace every piece of you: your voice, your story, your wisdom. And when you do this, something incredible happens. The world starts to respond to you differently. People notice your presence, not because you try to stand out, but because you've stopped hiding. You become magnetic, because confidence is your natural state. Let me share a secret with you. Owning your power isn't about being louder or more assertive. It's about owning your space, both physically and energetically. You don't need to yell to be heard. You don't need to dominate to be powerful. Your presence alone speaks volumes when you align with your inner power. Quantum physics tells us that everything in the universe is energy, and that includes you. When you own your power, you raise your vibration, aligning yourself with your true self. This isn't just a mindset shift, it's a scientific reality. When your energy aligns with your authentic self, the world around you starts to mirror that energy. You begin to see opportunities, support, and success flow your way, almost effortlessly. Now, take a deep breath. I want you to think about a time when you felt truly powerful. Maybe it was a moment of triumph, or simply when you stood firm in your beliefs. That feeling, that is your power. It's been with you all along. You just need to reclaim it. Trusting your intuition, the inner compass of confidence. Now that you've begun to own your power, the next secret is all about trusting your intuition. This is your inner compass, your guide to making choices that align with your highest good. Too often we doubt ourselves, second-guess our decisions, and rely too heavily on external validation. But the truth is, you already have the answers. Intuition is your soul's way of communicating with you. It's that gut feeling, that inner nudge, guiding you toward what's right for you. Psychology tells us that the body already knows before the mind. This is why trusting your intuition can lead you to make powerful decisions that will propel you forward. It's time to listen to that quiet voice inside. It never lies. And when you trust it, your confidence grows, because you're no longer relying on others to tell you what's right. You've tapped into the deepest part of yourself, and that's where true wisdom lies. Did you know that studies in neuroscience show that the brain's gut feelings are processed by the same neural networks responsible for logical thinking? It's not a random illness. Your body is scientifically designed to tune into intuition. This isn't some woo-woo idea. It's a real physiological response that can transform the way you live. 3. Embracing imperfection. Why flaws make you stronger. There's this idea that confidence means being perfect, flawless, without any mistakes or weaknesses. But let me tell you something radical. Embracing your imperfections is the key to your unshakable confidence. Perfectionism is a trap. It makes you believe that your worth is tied to your achievements, your appearance, and your ability to meet every expectation. But the truth is, your flaws, your mistakes, and your vulnerabilities are what make you human, and it is in your humanity that your power lies. In fact, research from psychology has shown that embracing vulnerability can actually make us more resilient. When you allow yourself to be imperfect, You open the door to growth. You stop fearing failure because you understand that each misstep is a lesson that will shape you into a stronger, more powerful woman. 4. Saying no with grace. Protecting your energy. One of the most powerful things you can do to build unshakable confidence is learning to say no, and doing so with grace. How many times have you said yes to something knowing deep down that it wasn't right for you? How often do you feel obligated to please others, even at the cost of your own peace of mind? Saying no is a form of self-respect, a clear declaration that your time, energy, and well-being are sacred. In a world that constantly demands more from us, saying no is a powerful act of setting boundaries and protecting your energy. When you say no to the wrong things, you create space for the right ones. You give yourself permission to focus on what truly serves you, whether that's your career, relationships, or personal growth. Studies show that women who practice assertiveness and set clear boundaries experience lower levels of stress and higher levels of happiness. By honoring your own needs, you become more resilient and confident in your ability to make decisions that align with your values. And here's the secret: saying no doesn't make you selfish. In fact, it makes you stronger. When you protect your energy, you are giving more to those around you, because you're showing up as your best, most authentic self. 5. Speaking your truth. The power of authenticity. Now that you've begun to own your power and set boundaries, the next secret is to speak your truth, loudly and unapologetically. How many times have you held back from saying what was on your mind, because you were afraid of judgment, rejection, or conflict? When you speak your truth, you step into your full power. You no longer hide your thoughts or feelings, because you understand that your voice matters. There is immense strength in authenticity. Psychological studies show that people who are authentic in their personal and professional lives are more confident and experience higher levels of satisfaction and fulfillment. When you speak from a place of truth, you align your outer world with your inner world. The two become one. Imagine the power in speaking your truth, without hesitation, without fear of how others will react. This is the confidence that comes from knowing who you are and standing firm in your beliefs. The moment you start speaking your truth, something incredible happens. You begin to attract the right people and opportunities, the ones who resonate with your authenticity and appreciate you for who you truly are. 6. Setting boundaries. Creating a confident foundation. Setting boundaries isn't just about saying no. It's about protecting the space where you can grow, thrive, and be your best self. Many women struggle with setting boundaries because they fear disappointing others or feeling rejected. But the reality is, without boundaries, you're left depleted, and your confidence starts to erode. Confidence thrives when you establish healthy boundaries that protect your energy, time, and peace. Boundaries are not walls. They are protective fences that allow you to live authentically without compromising your values or your well-being. They are an essential tool in maintaining a strong, confident mindset. Research in neuroscience reveals that setting boundaries activates the brain's reward system, creating a sense of safety and emotional well-being. When you protect your boundaries, you're not only shielding yourself from stress, but you're also reinforcing your own sense of worth and self-respect. Every time you honor your boundaries, you reinforce your confidence. You tell yourself and the world that you are worthy of respect, time, and energy, and you start to see the ripple effect. The more you protect your space, the more others will respect it too. 7. Mastering self-compassion, the key to inner strength. I want to share something that's crucial to building unshakable confidence: self-compassion. You see, self-compassion is not about being weak or giving yourself excuses. It's about being gentle with yourself, especially when you stumble. It's the ability to accept your flaws, your missteps, and still love yourself through it all. I've learned over time that the strength we all seek is rooted in how we treat ourselves. Many women, including myself, have spent years believing that true confidence comes from perfection, but that's not the truth. The truth is, confidence is born from embracing your imperfections with love. I want you to understand that your flaws don't make you weak, they make you real, they make you human, and they make you powerful. When I first realized this, it was a profound shift. The more I practiced self-compassion, the more my confidence grew. I no longer sought approval from others because I gave it to myself. I stopped being my own worst critic. Instead of pushing myself to meet unrealistic standards, I began to love and accept myself exactly as I am. The moment you decide to be kinder to yourself, your confidence will expand. When you stop berating yourself and start embracing your full humanity, you unlock a power that no amount of external praise can give you. 8. Choosing courage over comfort. Building resilience. Now, let's talk about courage. Confidence doesn't come from staying comfortable. It comes from stepping into discomfort. Choosing courage over ease. I've always believed that true confidence is born in the moments when we choose courage, even when fear tries to hold us back. I want you to reflect on a time when you were afraid to take a step forward, whether in your career, in your relationships, or in your personal growth. That fear is normal. It's not a sign of weakness, but courage is what lets you step forward, despite that fear. I remember moments when I stood at the edge, unsure of myself, but I knew that the only way to grow was to move past my fear. I didn't wait for fear to disappear, because it never does. Instead, I took action anyway, and each time I did, I gained a little more confidence, a little more strength. Courage is a muscle. The more we use it, the stronger it becomes. I encourage you to choose courage in the face of discomfort, because that's when true growth happens. 9. Letting go of perfectionism. Freedom to be yourself. Perfectionism. I know it all too well. I spent years trapped in its grasp, believing that I had to be flawless to be worthy, to be loved, to be respected. But here's the truth I've discovered. Perfectionism is a cage. It traps you in a cycle of self-doubt, fear, and endless striving. When I finally let go of perfectionism, it was one of the most freeing moments of my life. I realized that true confidence doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from being real, from embracing both your strengths and your weaknesses. I want you to think about something. Every single person you admire, whether in your personal life or in the public eye, they've made mistakes, they've faced challenges, and they've been imperfect. That's what makes them human, and it's what makes you powerful. I'm not telling you to stop striving for excellence. What I'm saying is that you don't have to be perfect to be enough. You don't have to meet impossible standards to have value. Your imperfections are what make you beautiful, what make you strong. 10. Cultivating gratitude. Shifting your mindset. Gratitude has been one of the most powerful tools in my journey to unshakable confidence. It might sound simple, but it's the small daily practice of gratitude that shifts your mindset and transforms your life. I remember a time when I was focused on everything that I lacked, on the things I didn't have yet, on the goals that seemed out of reach. I was constantly chasing something outside of myself. But when I shifted my focus to what I already had, that's when everything started to change. Gratitude is the antidote to scarcity. When you start appreciating the blessings in your life, no matter how small, you create an abundance mindset. You stop focusing on what you don't have and begin to see what is already within your reach. This mindset is a game changer because confidence grows when you believe there's enough for you. You no longer feel like you have to fight for your worth. Each morning I take a moment to acknowledge the things I'm grateful for. Sometimes it's the simple things, a warm cup of tea, a loving conversation, or even a moment of peace in a busy day. But as I reflect on these moments, I feel a deep sense of gratitude for the life I have created and the woman I am becoming. And I want you to try this for yourself. Start each day with gratitude. Acknowledge everything you have and all that you are. Watch how it shifts your energy, how it brings confidence into your life in ways you never imagined. 11. Celebrating small wins. The confidence boosters. How often do you stop to celebrate your wins? Not just the big ones, but the small victories that happen every day. I've learned that celebrating small wins is one of the most effective ways to build lasting confidence. We often wait for the big moments to tour, believing that only the major achievements are worth recognizing. But the truth is, each step forward, no matter how small, is an accomplishment. Whether it's getting through a difficult conversation, completing a task that scared you, or simply taking care of yourself that day, each of these moments is a victory. I've started to make a habit of acknowledging these small wins. I celebrate them by taking a moment to pause, smile, and acknowledge that I did something positive that day. This practice reinforces my confidence because it reminds me of how much progress I've made even on the days that feel like setbacks. I want you to try this. When you accomplish something, no matter how small, take a moment to celebrate it. This will remind you of your power, and slowly, you'll see how it builds up to something much bigger. 12. Surrounding yourself with the right people. The confidence tribe. Finally, let's talk about the people you surround yourself with. The energy of the people in your life has a profound impact on your confidence. Have you ever noticed how you feel when you're around people who lift you up, who believe in you, and who support your dreams? That's the kind of energy you want to surround yourself with. Throughout my life, I've learned that true confidence is nurtured in communities that empower one another. The people you spend time with shape how you feel about yourself, and the right people will help you become the best version of yourself. But here's the key: you don't need to have a huge circle. Even one person who truly believes in you can make all the difference. These are the people who see your potential, who challenge you to grow, and who are there to support you when things get tough. I've been blessed to have a tribe of powerful, empowering women, and I want that for you too. Surround yourself with people who celebrate you, who encourage you, and who help you stay on track with your journey to unstoppable confidence. The power to create your confidence. As we wrap up these 12 secrets, I want you to remember this: confidence is not a destination, it's a journey. It's about continually choosing to step into your power, embrace your imperfections, and believe in your worth. It's about choosing courage over comfort, celebrating your wins, and surrounding yourself with people who lift you up. And above all, it's about trusting yourself. You are already powerful. You are already enough. The only thing left is for you to claim it and step into the woman you are meant to be. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these 12 secrets resonated with you the most? What's the one thing you're going to focus on right now to boost your confidence? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'm here to support you on this journey, and together we'll create a community of women who stand in their power, unapologetically. Let's continue this conversation and share our experiences. Gratitude.